Here's what to expect when buying your brand new DJI Mini 4 Pro. This is my first drone as well. You get this cool little bag, got a zip on the side here, little pocket, you put SD cards and cords and stuff in there. You got your main pocket, little pocket on the inside as well. You get a little user manual, don't worry about reading that. Watch some YouTubes on it. You get some blades. You do get this cord as well. Now, when I got mine, I wasn't really sure what this is for. If you have an Android phone, you can plug directly into the phone, into the drone, and get your data off that. So that's pretty cool. You could probably buy these for an iPhone as well, I'd imagine. You get a little wipey microfiber thing. A heap of prop blades. And of course, if you get the Fly More kit, you get 3 batteries. One of mine's already in the drone. You do have to buy an SD card as well. They do not come with one, which I thought they might have. And you get your RC controller. This is what your controller looks like. Your little, what are they called? Joysticks, that's the one. Your joysticks are up underneath there. So you pop your aerials up, you put your joysticks on. So these things are quite small. You can get spare ones of these. So maybe get a spare set because you'll most likely drop them in the grass and lose them at some point. And they just screw on. You might notice these also. I bought these off Temu. I think they're like $5. They screw into the bottom. That way you can attach like a strap. I'm going to make a paracord one because I do all paracord stuff. So I'll make one of those. And I also recommend buying a screen protector for them. I got like 2 or 3 off Temu again. And they were pretty cheap as well. They're like $5-6 or something like that. And of course you'll get your drone. It does come with this little strap thing to hold your propellers in place and keep them all protected. It can be a bit fiddly to get back on, so just keep in mind what way you actually take it off, or you can just look at the thing over there and that'll tell you. Once you've taken that off, what you'll do, it's a bit awkward to do with one hand. I'll grab my tripod. Alright, so I'll put you up on the tripod so you can see a bit better now. What you want to do is you have your front ones and your back ones. Now your back ones, or your front ones maybe, your bottom ones. Your bottom ones go down and out. Look for that tab. I've heard these are quite easy to snap off, so just be gentle with them. Doesn't matter what order you do them in, just as long as you're fairly careful. And it has this front cover on it too. Now this is something that caught me out. Not the cover, but when you first get it, it'll come with a bit of foam stuck up in here, and if you don't take it out, it'll keep coming up gimbal motor overloaded. So just make sure you take out anything that's behind that, anything covering or around it, and any bits of plastic or anything that may be on it. They also get quite warm, so if you can help it, try not to leave them running unless you're actually using them, doing an upgrade or anything like that. And if you're doing an update, try and put it somewhere cool. These do spin a bit when you first start it up as well, which I'll show you. So when you first get it, what you want to do to fire them both up is just a press and then a press and hold till it beeps. Same with your drone, press and then press and hold. Now that's just a bit of a safety feature, so when you're getting it out of your bag or it's in your bag, it won't actually turn on its own. And as I said again, this is my first drone. I don't really know what I'm talking about. I've flown it a couple of times. This is just a beginner's first experience with the drone. And then once it's connected, your camera will show up on your screen. I have been told to just keep an eye on your GPS satellites as well. Try and make sure, I think it was you got 20 of them. At the moment it's got 4, but they tend to change a bit, so if you walk around with the drone or whatever, they tend to come up a few more. Now it is a good idea to have your internet on as well, so you can hotspot it off your phone. It usually automatically connects. What that does is if your drone gets lost, you can actually find the last position of your drone through your thingy somehow on your map. I think it shows up. I haven't actually tried this, but it shows up something like that of where your drone is, and you can go to find my drone. Again, I haven't played with it, it's just what I've been researched on myself. You can play with things like your exposure level, slide them up and down. You can go into your settings and change bits and pieces. Your obstacle avoidance, you really want that set to bypass, not brake. So if it comes up to an obstacle, it'll just smoothly go around it rather than just stopping dead. I reckon having it on normal seems to be the best for me, but again, I am a beginner. Something else I found as well, your advanced return to home, which is RTH. You want on optimal, but you can preset it and go into a lot of other different settings with it. You got safety, control, camera. You can adjust all little bits and pieces on your camera, and more technical stuff as well. When I first got mine, it did need an update as well, so something else to keep an eye out for. Update it before you try and go and take it out and fly it, because my update with patchy service took about an hour or so, I think. The first one it did on just the controller, and then the second one it needed the drone turned on itself as well. If at any moment you get into a bit of a panic situation, just let go of the joysticks, because it will sit there on its own. As soon as you let them controls go, it'll stop. You also have your return to home button there, and I think the other one just stops whatever action it's doing. I'm not 100% sure on that one. You switch between cinema mode, normal mode and sports mode. I try to stay out of the sports mode because I have heard that your sensors don't actually work in that one. But I did see a video that also contradicted that, and it said that they do work. So just be a little bit cautious in sports mode if you do use that. I tend to do most of mine in cinema mode or normal mode. So basically what you want to do is you want to find somewhere nice and level, nothing up above your head, not on the back of your car with a window directly above you. This is just for demonstration. And then your little button with the arrow there, auto takeoff, you hold on that, it'll automatically take off, and it'll hover at about 1.2 meters, it says there. So it'll take off and hover. It'll sit there on its own. You don't have to really do anything till you're ready to take off. And you sort of figure out your controls as you go, up, down, turn left, turn right, and this one moves it front, back, side to side. This one is to start recording your video. That one does a photo. Now if you're on video mode and you want to take a photo, you do have to change the mode, which I found a little bit annoying. I would like to have been able to, while you're videoing, just press that and it takes a photo out of it. Now this one spans your gimbal up and down. I haven't actually played with that one to see what it does. Oh, it zooms in and out. That's what that one does. So that one zooms. That one turns your gimbal up and down. These buttons on the bottom, you can customize them as well. That one I think moves, so it'll go from, if you got your camera pointing straight, you can drop it so it drops straight down to the ground, and vice versa as well. And your other one there, that'll change it from portrait to landscape mode, depending what you've got these set to. You can change them in control, I believe it is. But I haven't really played with that very much either. I just sort of left it how it is and got used to it. Yeah. If you have any more questions, let us know. That's about it for now. Now in your main screen, you can go to your album. If you got photos already on there, I don't have any because I take mine off straight away. Sky Pixel, I'm not real sure what that's about. You need the internet for that, I'm not connected. Your profile, so it will show up how long you've flown it. 10 flights is how many times I've had it up and down, but I take it up, I'll fly it for a little bit and then I'll put it back down, and then I'll be like, oh, I should have done this, and I'd put it up again. But anyway, so that shows all that there, and it'll show a bunch of other stuff if you go in depth into it as well. I hope this helped answer some of your questions. If you have any more questions, pop them in the comments below and I'll do my best to answer them for you. Thanks for watching.